Hello everybody, this is AlchemistiD, and this is Megaman X5. Yeah, I said I wouldn't capture this, but, looking at my disc, I figured, I'm full of shit. Of course I'm gonna play this. Especially, let me go into the option menu, hang on. There we go. Yeah, first thing you're gonna notice is this is the first Megaman X game that has an actual difficulty setting. And you have easy, you have normal, which is of course normal, and you have extreme, which I suppose is a play off of the Megaman Extreme games for the Game Boy. Let me go into button configuration really quick while I introduce this game. Like I said, this is Megaman X5. Brain died for a second. Published by Capcom sometime after X4. I mean, it was really some time after X4 came out. I think this came out in like 2000 maybe? 99 or 2000? Around there, I think. It came out sometime after X4. And now, X5, I said in the X4 that... dash. And change weapons, and we're there. That Megaman X5 sort of paid off a lot. Has paid off a lot of things that were sort of foreshadowed throughout the series, including the ending of X4. And yeah, that's pretty much true. X5 really does pay off on a lot of things that the X series has been setting up, which is another reason why I hate X6, because it's like, what do you want? Anyways, it's like, what do you want? We just finished the story. You just want to make a new one up? You can't just do that. But anyways, you're going to hear me say anyways a lot. Anyways, Megaman X5, pretty much a lot of the things that I need to say about X5, I said in X4. X4 is, I have the most fond memories of. X5 really is a better Mega Man game. And unlike X4, which is very much basic, compared to the previous two entries in the series, it was very much more like the first X game. But X5 is a lot more like X3 with all of the collecting shit. There is so much shit in this game to collect. You have, like, the Falcon armor you have to collect, you have the Gaia armor you have to collect, including all the heart pieces, and all of the E-tanks and W-tanks and W-savers and, what have you, and the who's-its and what's-its. And the one thing that's unique about X5, and yet it doesn't have in common with the other X games, is that you're actually timed playing this game. Or at least for the first sort of half of the game, you're on a timer. Every time you take a mission, an hour ticks off of this clock. I don't know if you could call it a clock. It just says, like 16 hours, and then you hit, and then you go to a mission, and it goes like 15 hours and such. You have 15 hours to prevent a global catastrophe from happening, at least until you stop it. And then you have, pretty much, you either stop it or you don't, and then you have the rest of the game. There's really, you guys will see. You'll see when we get into the game. It's kind of weird to describe, but you guys will see it. What else did I want to talk about this game? It pays off a lot of things that have been set up. You're on a timer. It goes crazy with the collecting shit. Ooh! That's right. X5 is also unique. Well, it was the first to do it. X6 did it too, but it didn't do it as well. X5 is unique among the Mega Man games in that you get to keep the armor from the previous game. If you start the game on easy or normal, you start the game with the 4th armor. If you start it on hard, you have the 4th armor, you're just not using it on the intro stage. But playing it on easy and normal, you start the game equipped with the final armor from X4, which I thought was a really nice touch, especially considering how much trouble I went to get it when I first played this game after beating X4. It also is a few other things. There's auto charge, which when you turn it on lets you charge, you'll automatically begin charging a charged shot. You won't have to like hold the button down to do it. Which you'll probably see me using it eventually, but I won't use it right off the bat. There's rapid fire, which you will not be able to charge your buster with this on, but it will like shoot out little pellets faster. You know, you can just hold down the fire button and it'll just start shooting non-stop. That's also something I wanted to tell you guys. Unlike the original, where you could just like sort of, you know, wail with the X-Buster to your heart's content, in this game you're actually limited to 3 shots. And then, you know, they have to, you know, go to the end of the screen and then you can fire 3 more. You know, it's an old school rule, sprite limitation. But then X5 is a bit more sprite heavy than X4 was, I believe. And then you have vibration, which of course I can't use because I'm using a 360 controller and I can't get it to work with the vibrate setting. So there we are. Now we're going to push start to exit. And we're going to start on normal. And yeah, that looks about right. You can also change the game's speed, but we're going to leave it on normal. Alright, and you know, just to be a bit more complete, let's go through training. I don't need it, I just beat X4. And we're gonna play as X again. We're gonna play this game as X. I like X. Here's where you're introduced to Alia. She's sort of like what Roll is in Mega Man Legends. She sort of spots for you. She's mostly useless, but you always have to stop and listen to her crap. Let's begin your training. Are you ready, X? I'll navigate you as you are a novice Maverick Hunter. Novice my ass, Alia. I just beat Sigma. Enemy ahead of you. Use your X-Buster, then you can attack them from a distance. Also, keep holding the attack button down, then release it, and you can attack with a powerful charge shot. It looks stupid, but there's actually a good reason for them to do this. Enemy in the hole underground. Remember, your shot attack doesn't penetrate the land. So if you want to attack enemies, take advantage of that lay of the land. In the situation, take advantage of the terrain, ignore the enemy, and jump over it. You can adjust how far you jump by how long you press the jump button. Yeah, that's another change in X5, is like in X4, I could just do this, and it would hit him, and it would go through the sprite. But this time, your shots can't go through the ground now, or at least the charge shot can't. Your enemy is in a difficult place to attack. That is common for real-life situations. Consider how to attack where you cannot attack by normal methods. Your charge shot has a wide attacking range, and if you shoot it while crouching, you may be able to attack them. Yeah, that's the other big change in X5, is you can do this. Giant enemy ahead of you. This type of enemy doesn't move, but specializes in durability. Pay attention to their attack pattern, and attack them with your charge shot, or the special weapon that works on them. High wall without any ladder. Jump through the wall, and if you can touch the wall, then jump again. You can climb the wall by kicking it. Keep jumping from the wall and climb to the top. Yeah, that's like the big gameplay change they were touting for X5. X can actually duck. He can duck now. It's actually a little bit awkward because if you keep ducking, you like start boosting like that by accident.